Hi, this is Mrs McTaggart. In this video, we're looking at the higher maths straight line topic and we're finding out how to find the equation of a perpendicular bisector. Prior knowledge to this video is hopefully you already know how to find the midpoint and how to find a perpendicular gradient. If not, scoot back and have a look at those two videos first of all. So a perpendicular bisector is one of three special lines that you need to be able to find for higher maths. S is the most complicated one because it has a bit more to do than the others. With an altitude and a median, that line is coming from somewhere. Perpendicular bisector isn't. It's just a line that's randomly cutting a line or one of the sides of your triangle. Perpendicular means meet at right angles. So you'll see here that this is the line we're trying to find, this dotted line that I'm now colouring in red. Okay, this is our perpendicular bisector. It meets the opposite side, bang in the middle, and it meets at 90 degrees. So our method for this one is, remember, I like to write out the points to remind you what to do. We do point, we do gradient, and then we do equation. And excuse my writing, it's not minitus today. So the point we need, I mean, if you have a look at that line, the only point it goes through is M. So you need to get the midpoint of the opposite side first. So step one is get the midpoint of the line it is bisecting. So we'd find the midpoint of BC here. Then we would find the gradient of the line BC as well, because our line is perpendicular to that one. So we'd find gradient of BC, the line is bisecting, and then we would have to find the perpendicular gradient. Remember, your teacher might write M perp there instead. My notation is M with a little perpendicular sign. So just you do whatever your teacher shows you. And then after that, you're good to go and get your equation by plugging into y minus b equals m bracket x minus a. And all of this is just listed above. There's the stops. We get the midpoint of BC, gradient BC, perpendicular gradient. So it's got more steps than all the other lines. If you've seen them, you'll understand what I mean. If not, well, that's to come. So let's get straight into two examples. So example one, the triangle is already drawn for us. And we have to find the perpendicular bisector of DE. So have a look at the line DE. We're going to draw a line that's coming through the middle of it, meeting in the middle at right angles. And this is going to be the point M. So for the point, we are going to find the middle of DE. So I'm just going to write out what my coordinates are. So I'm looking here and not away over there, and maybe accidentally using the wrong coordinates. So D is minus 4, 1 and E is 2, 5. So I need to find the midpoint of them. So my midpoint is when you add in half each coordinate, the x coordinates and the y coordinates. So we have minus 4 plus 2, half it. Then we have 1 plus 5. And half it. This will give us minus 2, which we then half, and 6, which we then half, simplifying down to negative 1, 3. So that is my point. Next, I'm going to find the gradient. I need to find the gradient of the line DE first of all, so gradient of DE. And I'm labelling all my work in so that you can know what I'm trying to find the gradient of. DE is already written there, so I'm not going to write it out again. So we have 5 minus 1 on the top, and then we have 2 minus minus 4, which turns into a plus 4, which gives us 4 over 6, or 2/3 when we simplify it down. Now remember, we are not using gradient DE, we are finding the perpendicular gradient, which is what we need to multiply that by to make it negative 1. So we flip it and we change the sign, so the gradient I'm using is negative 3 over 2. Now, in the exam, if you do not do the perpendicular gradient here, you will then not get the follow-through mark for the equation. So please make sure you use perpendicular gradients where needed. Altitudes and perpendicular bisectors will have perpendicular gradients in them. And then we've done all the hard work. Now we can just go find the equation. So y minus b equals m bracket x minus a. So we have y minus 3. Negative 3 over 2 bracket x minus 1, so that becomes a big plus 1. Cross multiply, so times the left hand side by 2, so we have 2y minus 6 and minus 3x minus 3. Let's move some stuff over, so that minus 6 will become a plus 6. So add it to the minus 3 gives you a plus 3. And I would probably just leave my equation there like that. I would leave it as that. Remember, your teacher might move that 3x over and write 3x plus 2y equals 3. It's entirely your choice. There are 3 or 4 different variations as long as they are still correct with the signs correct. So that is our first perpendicular bisector. Let's do another one. This time there is no triangle. So top tip is draw a little random triangle. It doesn't matter what your triangle looks like. It doesn't have to be accurate. And you just write PQR on it. They want the bisector of RQ. So this is the line we are going to find. So I'm drawing a line that just meets there in the middle. And at right angles. So our steps are, first thing is to get our point. So our point is the midpoint of QR. So now this hasn't actually been written, but when it says respectively, it means that that's P, that's Q, and that's R, because they've given you it in order PQR. So I'm going to write out my two coordinates. Q is -3, -2, and R is 3, 0. Okay, midpoint. So this is what we're finding, this midpoint here. So we will have -3 add 3, half it. -2 add 0 and half it. So that gives us 0 over 2, which is just 0. And then we'll have -2 over 2, which is just -1. Next, we'll go get our gradient. So our gradient, we're going to find the gradient of QR, which will be 0 minus -2, so 0 plus 2, and 3 minus -3, so 3 plus 3, which gives us 2 over 6, or 1/3. And we want the perpendicular gradient to that. So we need to see what we need to multiply that by to make it -1, or flip it, gives you -3, change your sign, so -3. And as always, I'm just going to highlight what I'm using. I'm using this point, I'm using this gradient, and now I can go get my equation. So my equation will be y minus b equals m bracket x minus a. Plug in that coordinate, y plus 1, -3 bracket x minus 0. Multiply out my bracket, gives me -3x. Move the 1 over, y equals -3x minus 1. Job done. Please be extra careful. You don't want to do all the work and mess up on the little bit of subbing in the equation, which is really just that 5. So that is a perpendicular bisector, the most complicated because there is more working in it than all the others. I hope this has helped. Thanks for watching.